So a quick reflection about why I think fair trade and things like it are taking off. I see two macro trends at play today. One, in terms of consumers. I think consumers increasingly are asking, where does our stuff come from? Especially food, right? Where does my food come from? Is it safe? Is it healthy? Is it environmentally sustainable? Was there child labor involved in it? We want to know where our stuff comes from. And this trend is growing. And the other macro trend that we see is around corporate behavior. And I work in supply chains and global supply chains, and I see this very clearly. Companies are no longer able to be indifferent to the global supply chain. Companies are increasingly realizing, smart business leaders are increasingly realizing that the sustainability and the reliability and the resilience of their supply chain, not just in environmental terms, but in social terms as well, is intimately connected to long-term shareholder value, right? So smart business leaders want transparency in the supply chain. Smart business leaders want to know that those workers and farmers are taken care of. They don't want to be bit in the ass by a reputational scandal, a building collapse in Bangladesh, or a child labor scandal in West Africa. But it's more than that. It's about quality and quantity and price and reliability over the long term. And so you see all kinds of companies starting to think about how they can get closer to the other end of the supply chain. I love that. I love that. And I think that's a macro trend. We're seeing the evolution of the way smart business leaders are thinking, from corporate philanthropy to CSR, and now to really taking hold of the business model itself and trying to figure out how to break this contradiction between profitability on the one hand and sustainability on the other. This notion that you can only get one or the other, but not both. Today's smart business leaders are looking for ways to use sustainability to drive profitability. And our movement and so many others are, I believe, on the cutting edge of that leading business phenomenon, helping companies wed those two. And it's high time, because if we don't get it done quickly, it'll be too late. My parting thought: we're all blessed. Each and every one of us. We are all blessed. We have so much to be grateful for. And I would argue that one of our greatest blessings is to live in a time where what we do makes a difference. To live in a time where the products that we buy make a difference. Where the ventures that we start or that we join make a difference. Where the institutes that we launch makes a difference. So I just feel so proud to be in a room with so many kindred spirits who recognize that blessing and who, each of us in our own way, are out there making a difference. Thank you.